Cheio DJ Zambian.
To me,
Essa música está a sair bem.
Zambian,
The big boss.
Tawela. Let's go.
My baby. Nifuna uzibe. No one can take your place. My heart is where you stay. Nifuna uzibe. Oh, mutima wanga baby. Ni wanga chabe baby. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You.
There's a beautiful garden, mumutima mwako baby. Ndiwe wanga so changa ni chako baby. Drunk in this love, ani mwako baby. Pari iwe ni nafapo baby. Ishi with your bedi avangechi shima muchiswe baby. Uwate kanya baby tawabe chive baby. Shaba no kota vade fwaya kova sevele. Tinkale banja tikankale mumutendele. Ooh, damn loving is nice. Waking up to you like glad I found a wife. Your lashes are like bristles on a paintbrush. With every blink you add color to life. I thank Jehovah God for Mrs. Right. Thank God for the day that made this ignite. And with this ring I will promise you this alright. You get a partner forever and a kiss goodnight. My baby.
Nifuna uzibe. No one can take your place. My heart is where you stay.
My baby.
Nifuna uzibe. Oh, mutima wanga baby. Ni wanga chabe baby. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You.
You give me the same joy as when babies smile in their sleep. Carefully, perfectly crafted from your head and down to your feet. Made from the finest clay, the tint is brown. You're like a fresh breeze of a wind coming in, blowing like a moving car with the windows down. Life, you help make this whole thing go round. Like Uncle Dodoshe. Tapaka vepo churu nangulo mulundu pano pake chivi chako mulunka kongoshe. Waba nechitararira changunda. Wavo wafuka umfwa wela ticheze. Ninapitamo pako ticheni kopeze. Ninalirana wako tinilibe bebe. Mulungu wanga na kunipasira wewe. Nipempera eve.
Nifuna uzibe. No one can take your place. My heart is where you stay. Nifuna uzibe. Oh, mutima wanga baby. Ni wanga chabe baby. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You. My baby. You when you conda. You.
And Beats Generation Music.
Keep chronic.
Hello, happy Sunday. Welcome to INSAKA. My name is Irene, and I'm here to introduce to you my co-host, Ms. Prisker.
Hello. Happy Sunday. How are you?
Good, Miss Winnie.
Hello, how are you, my dear?
I am good. How are you? You guys
Good.
look Fabulous. Look fabulous.
I know, like something different. Try some blue black lipstick.
I've never done anything dark. So
No,
that
because you
looks
always,
good on
yeah,
you.
you're always in nice purple and all that. I was like, you know what? I just want to chill today. I'm gonna just go some dark colors.
All
Wow,
right,
it's
that's
still
good.
last.
I decided to
That's
do dark myself. I think I'm loving the dark
I
because
know,
me
it's
it's
too.
not yet
beautiful.
spring. It's still warm, so dark looks good on me.
Yeah,
That's good.
it does.
Well, unfortunately, today, for all the viewers, Miss Nelly is not able to come on the show today. She has some personal issues that she needs to take care of. But guess what? The three of us, we can fit the shoes and we'll still have fun. Right, ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
We
today
got
we
you,
have a
Nelly.
lot of good stuff that we need to talk about. We have very good guests, and people are excited already. We'll be introducing them shortly, but I wanted to talk about some few things that us ladies wanted to share with you guys. So, as you know, the topic today is finding
Support
your
system.
support system.
Yes.
We're still celebrating women.
Yes, we're
Women rock.
celebrating women, so we wanted to have a support system list. I know I have a list. Priska probably has a list. Miss Winnie has a list as well.
Doesn't.
But we wanted to know that if there is one person that stands out, that you can say this one person molded me to be who I am, who would it be? I'll go with you, Miss Musonda.
Yeah. I couldn't even believe you started with Method One, the Priska.
No, he's always
I
starting with
know,
me.
I know. No, I was reading actually, there was some comments there that people were saying beautiful ladies and all that. I think from Bupe and Bapeni. So I was reading that. I was paying attention. So that's what, but
Okay.
you know what? The person who really molded me to be who I am, I think, I know we're still celebrating women, but there's just one person who really was my late sister, actually. Can you believe? Maybe
Wow.
that's why I have a non-profit. My late sister loved me for who I was. You know, I'm very up and up, and she was very quiet. And then she used to tell me, like, there's something about you that I don't get it, but you just have it in you. And then it's very unique. And then, like, from there, I keep on finding myself, like, and then, like, sometimes she will, like, we'll be doing like something like family talk. I'll bring everybody together. Like, I'm the one who's gonna pray. I'm the one who's gonna do certain things. But I'm very loud in such a way. But there was something that should tell me there's something about you that's so unique. So when she passed on, I was very young. I was able to throw up when they buried her. My sister went in as like a princess, and I was very young. I was only like
Oh my God.
18. Yeah, I made sure the money that I worked so hard. She had a very good ceremony when she died, and then up to now, even non-profit that I have, it just I look into her, I'm like, you know what, I'm that person. Like I feel like her and me we are together, and I look into her like she molded me, and then it's now that I've come to realize after I tend to be 40 plus to realize she was molding me to be the person I am today. I don't need anything else. I need me myself. So that's the person who molded me, really.
Oh, that's very nice.
Beautiful. Yeah,
It's
amazing.
very encouraging when you hear a story about like you being molded by your older sister, because most of the time it's an auntie, a grandmother, a mother, but coming from a sister, it's even more personal because you look up to them. You want to be with like them one day.
You
What
know
about
what? Before
you,
you
Miss?
go further, right?
Yes.
When we used to be in a primary, a secondary school in Copperbelt, Mindolo, if anybody tried to beat my sister, I would be the one going and beat up people for her. And
I'm not surprised.
Oh my
so go
God.
on, go on.
You are too much. Anyway, Miss Priska, I would love to hear about your support system and the one person that stands out on your list.
I don't just have one person, I have a couple. The business mindset of me is from my older sister, Irene Imasiko. She was always, even the beauty, she was always dressed up, always smelling good. She was always in heels. And when I came here, I had my adopted sister, Tanya Cooper. Everybody that worked at the Greenbaum Cancer Center knew who Tanya Cooper was. She's African American, but she would always tell me, P, I believe in you. You can do this, you can do that. When it comes to here to the business mind, what she did is she created almost like a unity of sisterhood. Like she hired us African Americans. Me, I was the only African. She hired us. She would, before we go into a meeting, she would prepare us. She encouraged us to take business classes, writing classes, be yourself. Even when she left University of Maryland and left me there, we would always talk about it and be like, I'm gonna do the Tonya on her. I'm gonna do the Tonya on her. Business wise, that was business wise. In terms of the salon, I'm surrounded by women. All my clients, they've become like my sisters. Their support, the way they encourage me, they believe in me. So that builds me and molds me. And of course, you, the INSAKA ladies, we are not just co-workers now or co-hosts. We have become family. So I'm surrounded by a lot of women that empowered me and helped me to be the person that I am.
Thank you
Amazing.
so much for sharing that, Miss Priska. Well, as for
What about
me,
you? Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
me. I think my mom, I really looked up to her because mom had a lot of challenges. Mom never really went to school. My dad was very educated and my mom wasn't. So it was that, that arranged marriage kind of thing. But my mom could do anything. I don't care what you say, she could do. She could drive, she could preach, she could sew, she could knit, she could cook. Anything you can put her to test, she'll do it. So I used to look up to her, and I would see the beautiful woman in her that I wanted to be. So everything that I tried in life, like I've tried just about everything that my mom used to do because I wanted to embody her beauty now that she's gone than she was present. So when she died, I started looking up to my sister, Auntie Rose. I'm sure you guys know I speak
Yeah.
about her all the time because now she's like a mother and a father to us. So she's one person I can go to and say, I want to do this. She said, go for it. I want to do this, shoot. I want to do this. She'll bend down backwards for anyone because she wants to be the one who has to shadow us under that umbrella. So I really respect her for that. And I'll forever love her because she's here for all of us. She's a mother to all of us, even to you guys.
I mean, then we
Right.
need
Every
to talk
time,
love,
yes,
Auntie
every
Rose.
time you call, I say, "Oh, Priska is on the phone. How are you, my love?" and stuff
Yes,
like that.
she's
She's
very
always an
pleasant.
update. I love that about her. So, if viewers out there, if anyone wants to share a story about who empowered them, who were their support system coming from Zambia to here, whether the support system was in Zambia or here, would like to know about it because it gives a lot of encouragement for other people that are sitting on that ability to help somebody, but they don't know how to do it. But when they hear your story, they'll pick up and say, you know what, I can do this. So I think that's good. So yeah, Miss.
Go ahead, Winnie.
You said you guys said good things about it. I didn't want to forget my support system. I do have great support system. I have the girls of Williamson Dove Foundation. I have they know their peace in my heart. I have the girls I've grown up with. I have Mate. I have Penny, Kabwe. There's some girls here in the US that I've known for 20 years plus, whereby if it's midnight friend, I would call them and they'll pick up the phone. So as women, we need to find your own support system. It's very important because our mind goes so much, we work so hard, but when you go to that friend of yours, you want to feel comforted and you want to feel like when you're there, you feel fine. And we need to finding that. That's why our topic today is very good. And I can't wait for you guys to share with us as well.
And
just to add on.
Yeah, just go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to add on what Dr. Victoria Scott said. You have a friend for everything. You have a friend that you laugh with. You have a friend that you pray with.
Yes.
You have a friend that you go out with. The friend that you go shopping with. around all of those, that is your support system, because
Yes.
everybody is different and special in their own way.
Yes.
Things that
Absolutely.
they can do. So yeah.
Absolutely. What I wanted to say before you say that, Prisca, and I agree with Dr. Scott, is because it's Women's Month, we're still celebrating Women's Month. We shouldn't forget the men who have played a very big role in our lives as
Yep.
well.
Mhm.
They are a good support system as well, because I don't want people to think they have to dig into their contact list to just look for women that have supported them. If it's a man that supported
Davis
them,
too.
yeah, you see,
Yeah.
like Davis has been a support system for us, and we've bonded, we've created a good friendship, and we are who we are right now on Instagram
Because of
because of
him.
him. So
Yeah.
we have to acknowledge those men as well. So I know we have a lot of good stuff that we need to share right now, but we're gonna take a little break and go on commercial, and then we'll be right back and continue.
Hello, and welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your family, everybody that is watching. So, as we all know, INSAKA Talk Show is a community, it's based on the community. Can I bring in my co host, please?
Hi.
Ladies.
We're
So, as
here.
you all know, welcome back. As you all know, INSAKA Talk Show is a community talk show. It's really supported by the community. And with that being said, in the DMV, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, in the DMV area. We do have a special guest that's going to come on. I am going to introduce him. I'm going to read his bio. He's got a few things to say about what's happening in the DMV area, what's going to be happening next week. So I'm going to read his bio because I don't want to do him an injustice. So please bear with me. So our guest today is a current president of the DMV area. He possesses an international relations, peace and security, peace building and mediation skills. He worked as a peace and security officer for the International Organization of Migration Office to the United Nations and International Law Institute as a research and marketing assistant. While living in Zambia, he volunteered for the House of Moses as an undergraduate for the House of Moses Orphanage. As an undergraduate in Rochester, New York, he volunteered for the CDC Monarch, where he helped support individuals with intellectual and development disabilities, and the UN refugee camp in Western New York. He helped teach refugees English, and he earned, sorry, I don't have my glasses on. He earned a BA in political science, international relation from the Nazareth College, Rochester, New York, and New York. Sorry, I don't know my glasses. Diploma. He also earned a diploma in business from Zambia Center of Accountancy and studied. He earned his MA in International Peace and Conflict Resolution from American University School of International Services in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, who else but our very own AZDMV President, Clement Mutambo. Welcome to the studio. Welcome, President of AZD.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, ladies, for having me. It's really a great honor to be here to join you. I'm also a very big supporter of the INSAKA program. I know it's one way in which we can also utilize and also tap into the community's opportunities, engagements, and also kind of create a platform for those that might not actually have an opportunity to showcase what they can do for themselves. So it's something that you guys are doing amazingly, and personally, I'm so much humbled. And on behalf of the AZDMV community, I think we'll be there to support in whatever ways we can. So that being said, thank you so much, Madam Pisca, for the introduction.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on, so I was just skimming through things.
It's okay.
Thank you so
you
much.
did a perfect job. Don't even mind about it. It's okay. Yeah. So, as Madam Pisca just mentioned, I'm the AZDMV president. AZDMV, and that's in Maryland, Washington D.C., and Virginia. So I just recently took over from my predecessor about a year ago. So in transitioning into a different direction, the couple of programs our new team is trying to initiate. Just to borrow, to borrow today's theme, please don't crucify me for that. I'm going to use the word support system.
That's okay. That's what we're here for.
Yes, I guess in a way we're also trying to use this support system, called the SDMV community, in ways and means in which we can empower, particularly, colleagues or individuals that might want to move to another level. So the question is, how do we get to tap into these opportunities? So one of the ways in which our team is trying to reformulate the structure is also to form a more consistent integration between the three states. These are very vast states, and not everybody and everyone is on our forum as was the case. So we're trying to find ways and means in which we can connect people and bring them together, and also see what best we can do for them. Because as a team, I don't think it's literally impossible, if difficult, if not impossible, to do something for the community if we don't have an engagement with them. So, and this is one of the ways in which we want to use this platform. I'm mentioning that particularly because there's so much potential in the SDMV, which in my present experience that I've seen in terms of funerals, in terms of needs, and how people come together, how people kind of go above and beyond their means to support whatever cause that's may come across us. So our team is trying to use that as an advantage, not just in terms of needs,
right,
in terms of crisis, but in ways that we can also empower people. I know you guys speak more about empowerment, which is a very critical thing. And not all of us can have opportunities to kind of get where we want to. But if there's a support system such as a community, that's something we can use, as an advantage. And this is one way in which we want to use, whether it's people who have got different kind of skills, people with different kind of programs, like we kind of share dialogue, ideas, how best can we help, how best can they use the community, those who are running businesses, like how best can they have that wide outreach in the community, So some of the ways in which we're trying to create a platform that's conducive for everybody. I know, it's always been nice to have, independence, for example, independence engagements, these activities. So besides entertainment kind of programs, we also want to emphasize on the need to bring programs that might work for the community, and on behalf of my team and the community, we are here to kind of pick up on that baton and just ensure that we expand on the on the opportunity that people might want to showcase to the community. And then in talking about that also, I guess one of the other things that our team is also emphasizing on is the issue of confidentiality. As we engage the communities, we also want to know who, people's different kind of skill sets, who are accountants, who are economists, who are journalists, who are entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
So that will require us to get some data, whatever information that people may be comfortable to share with us, whether it's maybe just their emails, their contacts. In case we've got a college student that might want to, maybe go into journalism, for example, which kind of contact within the SDMV can they reach out to for
Help out.
mentorship, connections, and so on and so forth. So that will require us start getting some data from the community. So in doing that, I know we all become skeptical in terms of confidentiality. Say, I don't want my name to be out there, unnecessary. So the issue of confidentiality is one of the biggest and most critical role. And we're going to expand more on that. This weekend we have a town hall for the, for our community on Saturday. It's going to be at 3 p.m. And for those, we encourage you guys to kind of tune in, please. Just, the idea is to have a dialogue with you, so that we're going to kind of lay out some of the programs we want to do for the year. And then we'd also love for the community to kind of, and just come out and just tell us what they think we should do for them, or ways in which they think they might feel more engaged.
Right.
And we're going to lay out more of those programs this coming weekend. So, and then lastly, this past weekend we had a walk.
That's good.
In the park. So we invited, though the number was not really as we anticipated, but we had a couple of community people coming from different places. We did a walk, in the Clygo, Creek, park. It was very amazing. So some of the things we want to do for the community, we've got among us our people on the team that are really so enthusiastic in health and fitness, for example. They're willing to kind of lay out the plans and ways in which they can use that for the community. So these are some of the programs. I'm going to end here unless if there's anything else, but would love to encourage you guys to join us this weekend, this Saturday, the 2nd of April at 3 p.m. for the town hall meeting. And we'll be sharing the link anytime soon in the next coming few days.
That is good. That is really nice. I was lifting up your hands, but I know you were busy saying important information giving to everybody in DMV. But as a leaders, because most of the community leaders, what they face is the trust. Because what we really pull back as Zambians with all you guys leaders is trust. How do you think? Because you want people to be part of the community. You want us to be in a support system, not just you guys. Because if I know that Boston or people in Baltimore, as a leader, how can you bring up all together? Because there's so much of like, I don't want to go to a meeting because of this, because of that. But as a leader, how can you tell the people to like, can you come? This time is going to be different. How can you really like put that form to make sure you're molding something new? Because what we lack as Zambians is trust. If I come one time and I feel like somebody left me outside, I'm not coming. And then I'm going to look for support system somewhere else. And that's why I found that as Zambians, we found ourselves alone, because in our own communities, we can't trust nobody. I can't come to you and even ask you for $1, because even if you're a leader, you won't keep it confidence, right? You're going to tell your supervisor, and then your supervisor is going to tell somebody that he trusts. But as a leaders, what I have seen happening is like when a person who's just me, a relevant person, comes to you for help and you tell somebody else, it's going to take 5 months and then I'm going to know about it. Trust me, I won't come back.
Exactly.
As leaders, I'm really appealing this for all Zambian leaders in the community. It's very hard for us people to trust. How can you be sure that this time around, whatever that happens in the community, like whatever happens in your side, like a board meeting, it should stay there. I'm really serious, because it's been happening, and then we found ourselves out there. Like, I won't come to DMV because everybody there, they're not nice.
We are very nice people. President Nkambo, please go ahead and answer Winnie's very long question about trust.
No, I'm done.
About confidentiality.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for that, Madam Winnie. So, I mean, I guess, that's one of the most critical, challenging question that has come up, And one of the ways in which we do as a leadership team, that we've also developed that norm of have a one-to-one conversation with different people, in the community. Not everybody, but just random kind of people. And one of the things that's more prevalent is the idea of confidentiality, for example. If somebody has a need, if I don't have, I'm facing a challenge with anything at home or something like that. I mean, if I share with Madam Irene, is it going to just stick with her, or it's going to go the entire community? Those are some of the kind of barriers we tend to use as an advantage to have a very different approach. And one of the ways in which we also want to do that, for instance, if we collect, some data about maybe people's profession and fields and stuff like that, it's not going to go to everybody on the team. For example, 2 people were assigned to do that particular kind of task. So if anything goes wrong, those 2 people are held accountable, and they know what's come, And then also want to bring an idea of insurance, for example. It requires us to get some data about people's information that might be vital. If it's myself and the person in the lead, so the idea is whatever information is shared to us has got specific people, specific tasks, and they know what to do with that information. That's one of the ways which what to do. I mean, is it kind of hard to create that kind of trust between us and the community? Yeah, I mean, trust does not end in a day or 2 days. It's a gradual kind of process. And that also falls in the agendas for us, that we're trying to do. Like, we've made a couple of changes, some of the information, we have a website now that was put up about a month ago or so. It's one of the ways in which to tell the community that our goal is just not to focus on entertaining people, like to bring about programs, ideas. We have a team that's soon will be looking into, for example, grants, for example, as a non-for-profit. We just don't want to be relying on Madam Priska to donate that membership fee. As a non-for-profit, we're doing so much programs. We're helping students in Zambia, SDMVs, so you guys know. Somebody's finishing school at Northrise because of the SDMV community. That's community empowerment. We hope a couple of programs that come back and want to use those as an advantage, even as we do maybe a proposal for something, for some bit of funding or anything like that, So we have a team that will be looking into that. So all those kind of programs is one what we need to show you that our goal is not to do something for the community, and that comes with trust. So, I mean, it might be challenging along the way, but eventually, looking at the programs we've aligned and what we want to do, it might also actually build more trust. So, yeah, I end there with your question, unless if there's anything else.
No, I just wanted to say something, just a point. You're right. I think with the community, once you call them privately, especially the ones that are showing signs of like the trust issues, you can call them privately and explain to them the reasons why you want this information from them. Once you customize that call, they feel comfortable because you explain in details why you want that. For insurance purposes, you will need a social security. So when you tell them that we need your social security numbers, obviously they're not going to trust to give it to you. So what we did in Chicago is we limited how many people were involved in the social security information. So it's only the secretary and the president. That's it. So if it leaks out, they are the 2 culprits that you're going to go after.
Exactly.
So something like that, Miss Winnie, is something that we do as leaders. You have to watch out for the people that have certain concerns.
Yeah.
And you go to them, you customize your visit, your call, and tell them exactly why you need it and what you're going to do with that information. So once they feel comfortable, they'll come in numbers.
That's good. No, that was really good, really.
All right, before we go any further, I wanted us to go to commercial and acknowledge Kopi. Thank you so much for putting up that information. So this Saturday, there'll be a town hall meeting at 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? And it's going to be via Zoom?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. So we'll go to commercial. When we come back, Mr. President Clement, you can give us your closing remarks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. We were talking with President Clement Mutambo from the AZDMV area. Welcome back.
Thank you, madam.
Ladies, welcome back into the studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So before you go, do you have anything else that you would like to say to the AZDMV? Can I say AZDMV?
Yeah.
AZDMV community, because I'm so used to saying DMV area. To the AZDMV community, any last words, any encouragement, anything that you would like to say to them?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in my experience, I mean, there's been this norm that whatever has happened in the past has always be the case. I mean, there's one thing that our team would have to assure the community is that this is a very unique and different approach. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel, just kind of picking up on the pieces that have been there before, just expand on, and also kind of try to fill up those loopholes that were maybe not haven't been done in the past. So the idea is that for us to do whatever we want to do, it requires the community, so and the community's presence and support, is kind of critical for us. I mean, if you don't have more engagement, more participation in the community, it's hard for us to kind of move our agendas. It might as well just kind of push that aside. Still go back to what was happening. What was there previously. So the idea is just to have everybody come on board. Please come and support. And then our team is also very much available for critiques. Please, critique what you think doesn't make sense. What you think is practical is not practical. Air your concerns. We're going to have leadership core groups, from the Baltimore area, Silver Spring, DC, and Virginia, particularly to kind of decentralize, our chain of communication. That's going to be very easy. If there's a need in Madam Priska, there's a need in your area, instead of calling me or anybody else in Silver Spring, somebody just within that place, can, get hold of you, kind of talk it, from that level, and then just inform the community, the leadership team, as a whole. So some of the ways what to kind of reformulate this, but we can't do this with no people are coming out. So whatever programs you come out, please come and support, because we're here to do service for the community. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate
really appreciate it. Good luck on your town hall tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
It's next
Saturday.
Oh, next Saturday. We also have a town hall in Chicago. Same day.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah, so we can share ideas after the town hall meeting.
Yes, that'd be nice.
I will call you after the town hall meeting. You and me can talk.
Yes, no problem. I'm very much accessible.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Well, ladies.
Yes, that was very exciting news for you, Miss Priska, because obviously the town hall meeting will be good for newcomers. They don't know anything about the association and what happens. And some people don't know that you're called DMV, so they have to be enlightened on that. So that's very good. So we're going to go on commercial right now. And then when we come back, we are so excited to bring in our next guest. Just put on your seatbelts. We'll be back.
See you soon.
Welcome back. Can I have Miss Priska and Miss Musonda in the studio again?
Hello.
Hello. Now, actually, before we bring in our next guest, I wanted to acknowledge Miss Wupe Mwape. She has made an INSAKA milestone as a follower. We are so proud of you, Mama.
That's my girl.
You're always on time, always on point, and saying all these beautiful things and encouraging things to us. We really appreciate you. We wanted to make sure that we say that so you know that we acknowledge you and we love you. All right, that said, I can't wait to bring in this beauty. I don't want to say all these beautiful things about her until she comes in so you see who she is. That said, I would love to introduce Miss Alice MUSUKWA Rollins into the studio. Hello, madam.
My beauty queen.
The melanin in the house.
Hey, Alice.
Hi, Priska. Hi,
How are you?
Hi. You know what? Before I even say things about you, I just wanted to acknowledge your beauty. You have no idea how many young girls look up to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the reason why I say this is, we've had this battle about girls not accepting their color skin,
Right.
girls not accepting their size.
Mm-hmm.
But you just come in and you blow their mind and they look up to you.
Thank you.
And now you are one of us. So, for those who don't know who this beauty queen is, I am just going to read some of the things that she has achieved. She is now a new married woman. I had to put that first. Taken you. And then she's a mother of a very handsome boy. I want to adopt that boy. For just 2 years.
Right. I'll send it to you.
Okay, so Miss Alice has achieved a lot of things in her life. Aside from being a very good friend to so many, and I know you guys know she's a YouTuber, she's a socialite, she's a beauty queen, but I wanted you to know some of the things she's achieved. So in 2010, she was crowned Miss Universe Zambia. And then she's also Miss World Angola, right?
Miss World.
Ambassador.
No, I'm
the director. No, director for Mrs. World Angola, Tanzania, Malawi, and Zambia.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So I want to make sure I'm reading it right because you have too many of these beautiful things. I don't know which one is which. Then she's a national director of Miss Zambia, Miss Universe Zambia. And recently, she was top 15 of Mrs. World International. You guys, you have no idea what that means. To be top 15 for Mrs. World is something that I'm very honored that I was part of it, came to see you, came to celebrate with you, had fun, had a glass of wine with you. I give it to you.
Well, thank you to you, ladies, for your support. Thank you. At least you gave me 10 times more than the confidence I had. So thank you.
No, that's okay. So what have you been up to? Tell us a little about what you've been. I know you live in Miami now, right?
Right. So from the time I came back from Mrs. World, I haven't really done much apart from blogging and taking care of the house, I got used to having a maid, having somebody cook for me, having somebody wash for me. But now I'm the one doing all this new.
Welcome to America.
Beauty and brains.
Yeah, it's new and I'm enjoying it. And my husband doesn't like eating out, so I'm the one cooking, So I've just discovered I have another career, or rather a talent. I can cook. I actually charge him. Oh. When I cook for him, I tell him to say, well, this would have costed you at least $35. You give me $20.
There you go. Make money.
I like that. I like that. So how are you enjoying your marriage life? Before I call in my colleagues to ask you anything, how are you enjoying it?
My husband is, first of all, he is 14 years older than me. So he's somebody that I look up to. I'm scared of him. You know, like when he's talking to me, I just don't look at him as my husband. You know, I look at him as somebody who has life experience, you know, somebody that can guide me, somebody that can control me, not for his own good, but because he knows I can do better.
Okay.
So I found a new friend, a good friend, you know, somebody that allows me to be me. You know, I can be dancing and it's like, I never knew you could do this. I'm like, I also didn't know, but because I'm comfortable around him. So marriage life so far, I am enjoying every bit of it.
Good.
Every single bit of it, you know.
That's very good. That's very good. Before I ask Miss Priska to ask you a question, I just wanted to tell anybody that's listening that has never met Alice. I know you know Alice as I've said this before, but I'll never stop because when I met you, you are the opposite of what I thought you were. You are this very timid, sweet, respectful number one. I have so much respect for you for that. I'll say it in Bemba.
Thank you.
Then it will actually explain everything. So that said, continue doing what you're doing. I know your husband is enjoying those moments. So now we're gonna go to Miss Priska. What do you want to ask Miss Queen here?
Hey, Alice.
Hey, Priska, I love your hair. I'm waiting.
Thank you, love. Yours is in the mail.
You better send it over.
It's coming. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming on INSAKA. We've met before. We've talked before. I know you do pageant and high fashion model. You can do both, which you do amazingly great. Could you just say a little bit about it for people that don't know what's the difference?
The difference between pageantry and high fashion modeling is that pageants, you don't get paid. You're going to compete, you know.
Oh, I see.
High fashion, you're going to work. That's a job. People have to pay you for working for them. People have to pay you for all the adverts you do for them. Whatever you do in the high fashion modeling, you have to get paid for it. It's more like being a shop dummy, a shop doll, you know. Yeah, so people have to pay you for every service that you give them. When pageants, you're going to compete. You're going to show the world the beauty side of you, you know, inside and out. Yeah. But I thank God I've got both. I can work as a pageant girl and I can also do high fashion modeling, which in most cases, it's not common. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got it all. Beauty and brains.
Work together.
Thank you.
Yes. So Miss Winnie, what do you want to tell this beauty queen of ours?
Hey, my beauty queen. Oh. No, like, you know what? Like, I know we're here, we're talking about pageant and marriage, and we are so happy for all those things that you've been achieving, Mama. We are so proud of you, and you know we are on your back. But our main topic of us today is finding your support system. And I will start this conversation because this is an ongoing conversation and we don't get resolved. We don't get even an answer. And you are lucky when you find that support system.
Right.
I'm going to go back to where we all started because we all met at one time. I met Alice. We talked this last year in March.
Yeah.
And from that time, we've been going on. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have you in my ears. And when I was having a gala, we said, can you come? And you say, you know, I'll be there. I'll come and support you. And then I was like, you know, I'm going to have a couple of Zambians. It's like, we need the Tina in it. You know, because now I'm gonna speak a little bit English so people can understand because they say we speak too much Bemba. But I was saying she was scared because if she comes down, there's Zambians. She's scared to be around Zambians.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, we're still talking about support system because we have broken our support system. And then I told them, like, listen, my girls, the ones that I hang out with, if I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna hang out with you, trust me, you're gonna love them. She's like, we need them one day. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, just trust me. I cooked some shima and some kapenta. We ate. And this is a beautiful moment. We ate, we warmed the shima in the middle of the hallway. Carpenter was smelling. We didn't even care. And we sat down in the car, we ate shima, we're like none. Like those are beautiful moments when you're having a support system.
Right.
We had pictures. Did you see me post the pictures? No, those are your pictures.
Yes.
That's what you call support system. Because I need to trust you, need to trust me that, oh, this girl, she's my queen. If I was just a girl, I want to just be having fun. I'll be like, oh, with me, Alice. Yeah, no, I can post 1 or 2 photos, but if I'm gonna want you to know me who I am, I need you to trust me.
Yeah.
Right.
And in that moment, the night over, Priska came. The first day I met Priska, first day I met Alice. I introduced these kids. I call my babies. They're younger than me.
As big as I am, she's calling me a baby. As big as I am, she's calling me a baby. Go ahead, Dave.
And then I introduced these women, and Modi was there. When we got there, we got some food, Jamaican food. We all sat together like, we have to go buy food. You know how we're American. I'm going to go buy dinner. I was like, guys, we have enough food. We sat down as Zambian, as women supporting each other. We crushed the food together.
Yeah.
And we were talking, laughing. That support system. The gala made us all realize it. Guys, this is not going to end here. Alice is going to have to be going to Vegas. What are we going to do? We're going to pack our bags. And then from that moment, how can somebody like Alice, how do you feel about this support system that we're trying to create?
Honestly speaking, you guys are the best. You know, you made my stay in Vegas so beautiful. I was like, for the first time, you know, in my life, to have people travel to come and support me. I'm always alone. You know, I always carry my bags and go. I just told myself, Alice, you have you. Go do you. But this time around, I was like, God, you better do your best because you are not alone. You have people waiting for you. You have people watching you. So do it for them. Yeah. And I just want to say thank you so much. First time good experience. I've always trusted my male friends. You know, like even back home, I have a lot of male friends because I feel like they're not competing with me. They don't want to see me down. They're the ones giving me all these wonderful advices. They're the ones supporting me, giving me money to say, no, you can do it. We believe in you. But with women, it's always dragging me down. You know, it's always draining me. It's always who said what? No, you did this. No, you did that. And meeting people that are so much mature.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a word.
Yeah.
Maybe because all of you are mature. You are in your own bubbles. You have businesses going on for yourselves. You know, you've got so much time for you, for yourselves, and not for others. You understand?
Right.
So bringing Alice into your picture was like, this is just a 5 minutes. We have our own time. We're giving you 5 minutes, and that's okay. So maybe we need to find friends, or rather sisters that are much more mature, sisters that are busy, you know, busy creating a good life for themselves, busy creating a good business for themselves, you know. So yeah, you are my support system. Thank you so much. I need to send flowers.
Thank you.
We love you.
We really appreciate. We really appreciate. Yeah.
No, it's
that said, I'm going to say something about what Winnie said.
Right.
We all have a support system from when we were young and support system that we find later on in life. You know, like for you, you met us like a few months ago. We were your support system then, and now you ain't leaving us. I'm just telling you right now.
You're going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
You have to tell me
You're stuck.
that.
You're stuck with us. And then I'll go back to one special person that I think is a true support system for you now is your current husband.
Right.
Because now he's your main focus. That's your support system forever and ever.
Right.
Us, we are sisters. We can support you to a certain level. But for him, he's gonna love you whether you wake up in the morning and you haven't done your makeup. He's still going to support you and say, hey, I know what you're going to wear tomorrow and stuff like that. Right. So it's very important for us to know that support system never ends.
Yeah.
It just picks up and then keeps going.
But can I say something on that one? I feel like the first support system you should ever have is yourself.
Right.
You
True.
know, if you don't support yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't trust yourself to do certain things, people won't do it.
Yeah.
People only begin to support you because they know you can do it, because they
That's
believe
true.
in you, because they've seen you trying, you know. And no matter how hard it is, you keep on telling yourself, I can do this, I can do this. And the support system comes in because they know you can. They
Right.
know you've been doing it, and they know their support only adds up to your confidence, you know.
Yes.
And I'm talking like this because of myself. Having my career hasn't been very easy, you know. Even my own family members didn't like it. My sister would whip me, you know. Like, I believe in this. My sister, I would come back from a pageant, like a local pageant in Lusaka. My sister would whip me, you know, like she would beat me up in front of people. You know, you can't be doing this. Go to school. I'm like, but I go to school from Monday to Friday.
Friday.
You know, I have a pageant.
That's the
on Saturday.
passion.
Why are you beating me? You understand? But because I had that self-support,
No,
I knew
that's
what
into
I
it.
wanted.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted. I went for it. Now my sister is proud of me.
Yeah.
Good.
That's my
That's
sister.
nice. That's good.
She knows what she's doing, you know. So yeah.
Just to
Right.
add on a little on what you ladies have been saying, for me, I feel like our system and the sisterhood that we have works better because we're honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't tell each other what you want to hear. When you're wrong, we call you out. And then we've also have this, look, this is a person that I am. For me, I can pop up from 0 to 100. And then I'll be like, look, I'm sorry I snapped. So we call each other out. But then
Right.
we're also there to be like, you know what, these are your strong values. This is what you do better. This is what you do better. And when you're wrong, Winnie, you were wrong. Irene, so for us, that works better.
Yeah.
And we created that trust amongst ourselves. Whatever
And
happens.
that's what I want as well. Honestly, I'm sorry to cut you short. Pardon
Go
me.
ahead.
No,
That's
it's okay.
what I want as well. You know, I have had friends where subconsciously they are competing with me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And because I am so blind when it comes to trusting people, I just move with it. You know, I'm like, oh, no, she can't do this. Oh,
Yeah.
no, she's my friend.
Yeah.
Trust.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, when everything is done and dusted, I'm like, babe, she actually did that the other day, but I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
I know.
True.
So for me, honestly, I would rather be around women that are in a different lifestyle as mine.
Right.
Yes.
I think it works better.
It works.
Yeah, it does.
Look at you,
It does.
look at you three. You do your own stuff away from what I do.
Yeah.
I'm not, I won't wake up tomorrow and feel like, Winnie, you're competing with me.
I'm a model.
You know,
Oh, I'm
you
in the super mode.
can't even pause. You stressed me in New York.
She was like, when you take a picture, I'm like, Alice, now if you didn't shy, it's right. I only know how to take a picture like this. Winnie, you have to stand like this. I'm like, no, this is not my life. This is your life.
I can't do hair. Priska. You know, I'm like, Priska, can you do
I am the truth.
Fix my.
Yeah, there isn't any way we can compete. We'll only be there to support one another. I'm like, oh, Winnie, now you've made money. You promised me lunch. You know, buy for me because I've seen it. And not well we say, oh no, Priska thinks she has money. Oh no,
No.
Irene is boasting too much nowadays. Oh no, did you see how Winnie is doing? Like, that is not the connection I want right now in my life. I have been through it. It was stressful. It was damaging, you know, and right now I'm at peace.
Yeah.
You know, I'm at peace with everything. I wake up in the morning, I smile, and I'm like, Alice, you survived.
Yes.
You know, you survived. You are happy. Look at you. I smile even when I'm not supposed to be smiling. I'm like, why are you smiling though? Because I'm just happy.
You're at peace.
You know, I'm at peace. Exactly. So I need this sisterhood connection, this support system. You know, we're different, but we are the same. All we have in common is love, support, and encouragement. I want to wake up in the morning and say, Priska, I think I'm losing it. I can't do it anymore. Winnie, can you it's just going crazy. That's what I want.
You know, that's the thing. I'll ask you this one. It's like, okay, fine, right? Like we have found ourselves like a sisterhood and sister support system, right?
Right.
What can you advise another person who's going to finding friends? Because nowadays we don't have friends. We have sisters. Friends ends. Sister does not end. So what would you,
this is something I've discovered.
Can I interrupt before you answer that? We'll take a brief commercial. We'll go to a brief commercial. When we come back, you can answer that, Alice.
Okay. Thank you, Mama. Welcome back. This is INSAKA Talk Show. If you're just joining us, this is a platform where we talk about anything and everything. No topic is out of limit. With that being said, can I have my co-host in the studio, as well as Miss Alice?
Thank you for having me back. You know what? It will just sound so much better.
Go ahead.
The problem nowadays, you can't look for friends that are loyal. You have to look for friends that are genuine.
Yes.
Nowadays, friendship, people are looking for, I want to be Winnie's friend so I can feature on Winnie's shows. I want to be Winnie's friend so I can gain something from Irene. I want to get close to Priska because you know what? I can actually do my hair for free.
Mrs. Shafri.
You understand? Nowadays, friendship is based on what you can gain out of somebody. So people are now acting to be loyal to friends because of what they can gain. So what we have to do is look for genuine friends.
Right.
Somebody that doesn't need anything from you. But even if they need it, this is just genuine help. This is just genuine question. This is just genuine something. We need genuine people and not loyalty. But there's nowadays of social media, nowadays of everything just being misplaced, there's nothing like loyalty. Genuine is the word. When you find a genuine friend, you find everything that you ever looked for in a friend.
That's true.
Not loyalty.
If you want to fishing, because quite even now, quite like if into under po, now whatever know, right? Muleanga Sabuna, if you fin to fear winner, right? Even you were under Parifia, if into Nifi, in any fin to Nifi. Ella, you're going to say, you are the Simo Fins Fiona, Fiance. Not all one day you've even said, I'm like, you know what, I'm also going through this. You know what? This is just a moment. It's going to be okay. But yours is always perfect.
Right.
But yours, and then when you come to mine is just damaging. And then you look back at like, why am I pouring into this person when the person can't even pour back? Because then you're not even connecting. Then why are you around?
Be careful of those ones.
That is also coming down to a genuine friend. There are friends that wants to see you bad all the time. You are the problem. I've been in a friendship where I was the only person who was rude all the time. I was the only friend who was, who was so unpolite, who was so, I don't know, like every single time I was the one making problems. Oh no, she is rude. Oh, she's like that. Oh no, Alice is a problem. Oh, she doesn't know how to talk. Oh, she's unfriendly. Oh, it was forever me. Forever me. And then this person is always right. This person is always, oh no, she's the most friendly. Oh no, she's the most sweet. Oh no, she's the most, everything good is her. Everything bad is me. Those are not friends you want to keep. because
Yeah.
it's all about them.
That's good. All right. I wanted to, before we end the program, I wanted to read some of the comments that we got from a few viewers. We have Ndemena Chitumbo. She said, "Good job, ladies." Miss Inga K said, "I came in late, but I'm here. Hello, ladies." Miss Kupiwe says, "Here's to you, Alice." And Martha Mbewe says, "I love you, ladies." Nalu, "I love you, lady."
Thank you.
Amazing guys, looking gorgeous. Alice, we love you.
Thank you.
And Salamata, yeah. She
It's
said,
Nelly's
"Hello."
sister.
No,
Salmata.
Nelly's sister. She said
Yes.
she's always on the show. She said,
Yes.
"Hello, ladies." Yeah. So this has been a very beautiful topic, because I think as women, we need to find out, that safe place where we feel connected with people that can support us without judging us. A support system has to come without judgment.
Yeah.
It's just supposed
Yeah.
to pick you up and say, "What can I do for you?" Because once you get to where you are right now, you always look back and say, "That person picked me up when I really needed them."
And then nokulandela pofie. Umuntu ngalifanya, like I love that. Like I love what I'm creating. I love who I'm becoming. And wherever I go at this point, I tell everybody, like, listen, I'm very loud. I'm very bubbly. Sometimes I don't mean what I say. If I'm wrong, if whatever the confusion we're having, you know that I never used to say that. But now I say it. It's a disclaimer before I say anything. I love you. I didn't mean to. Be honest. Be genuine. Just be yourself. And you want to be around with people where you're yourself.
Yeah.
First, I remember when we were in Vegas, Alice saw me dancing. Of course, I don't drink. I think the first time she saw me dancing, I was dancing, going crazy. She's like, "Winnie, I don't know this side of you." I'm like, "I know."
I have that video, by the way.
20-minute video.
Guys,
No,
we've
I'm
come
not.
to
It's
an
for me.
hour.
Mine.
Alice, what are you working on? What can we look forward to? What is Alice been up to?
Honestly speaking, I've not been doing anything right now. I'm taking a break. I just do New York Fashion Week. Yeah. I tried going back to the gym, but it's not working. So I'll try again next month, Yeah, because I have Miami Swim Week coming up in June. Yeah. So I think next month will be the best time for me to go back into the gym, and I'll be fine. But apart from that, yeah, like she said, I'm now the national director for Mrs. Angola, Mrs. Malawi, Miss Tanzania, and Mrs. Zambia. So I'm just working on that, trying to pick women that can go and represent their countries, together with Zambia. Even though when it comes to Zambian side, I'm a little bit picky, I have been banned. I don't want to be banned twice.
Okay.
Well, we're working on finding a support system now.
Yeah.
I know. Support system, but then this is you. People need to learn. And it won't be overnight, it won't be overnight. I will give you a very good example with what was going on. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not taking much of your time.
It's okay.
I don't know if you guys have seen what is going on between Lily Mutombo versus some girl called Bianca.
Yeah, we
saw that. Yeah.
Right. So I'm one person that you can never approach when you've done something wrong, because I'm not going to baby you. I'll look at you and I'll say back, you are wrong. I won't say, "Oh, no, because you've called me or because you've spoken to me, now you think I will support you." I'm not that type of a person. So I called Lily, and I said, "You're too big for this. If you are standing as an MP, that's huge. That's big,
Way big.
You are a politician. You should be shaking heads with politicians, people that are bigger than what you are doing right now, being dragged into the entertainment industry. People would understand me better, if I was doing that, because I'm in the entertainment industry. But right now, at this point in my life, I can't even drag myself that low. I have a husband to respect. If people disrespect me, they're disrespecting my husband, and I don't want that, And she sent me a screenshot of a lady that went to her inbox asking her for help. Oh, I have heard that you are helping people go to the UK to go look for jobs. Please, Madam Lily, help me. I'm willing to do anything, blah, 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 blah. And all Lily said was, I will get back to you.
Right. I don't mean to interrupt. We have a question for you, Alice, from Kupi. As a model, what advice would you give for young girls that are in the diaspora?
As a model, what advice is that advice going to models or is just going to a young girl? Because I need
Young girl.
Young girls that live in the diaspora.
The diaspora.
Never forget where they come from. So it's funny that a lot of people, when I relocated and came to the USA, they thought like was like my first time coming to the USA. I started coming to the USA in 2010. When I won Miss Universe, I was here in 2014. I was here in 2017, 2019, and finally 2020 when I finally decided to stay. My only advice is to stay focused. Know who you are. Believe in yourself. Don't get moved by what you see or what you hear. And in the life or in the time of social media, people will fake it to make you go under the train. You know, they will fake it to give you so much pressure.
Yeah.
Just know who you are. Know what you want. Tell yourself, I have seen all the glamorous things on Instagram and Facebook. People are living their lives, but I don't know how they are living it. I'm going to focus on me.
Right.
Block your ears and just focus.
Focus.
That's it.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And on top of that, they should find their support system. Stick to your support system. All right, we have come to the end of the show. We are very grateful for you, Miss Musukwa.
Thank you.
Do you still go with Miss
Lee?
Miss
My
Lee?
husband doesn't want me to change my name. He says I have made a name for myself.
That is so sweet.
Yeah,
Very nice.
as long as I'm his, he doesn't care whether I answer by his name, but he would rather I stick to my name because I've made a name for myself.
That is beautiful.
All right, Alice Musukwa Rollins, thank you very much for coming on INSAKA. You can see that a lot of people are asking questions and they want to know a little bit more. When you decide to do other things, when you do the swimsuit, we're coming. You know we're coming.
In June,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And yes, in June, we're coming. And then when you decide to do other things, you can come back to INSAKA and let us know so that people can know what avenues you're going to. We don't know. Maybe you're going to be a designer. You design your own cloth line. We don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't know what she has cooking. We don't know.
Yeah, but we are here to support. Right?
For me, I don't want to say everything.
No, you don't.
We'll wait for you.
You won't be a surprise. I love to surprise people.
Yes,
Okay.
we're waiting.
I'm 8 steps ahead. So
No worries.
keep it that way.
No worries. When you get to the third one, just let us know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
we are always going to support you regardless. We love you and you're always welcome on INSAKA.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you,
Thank
Mara.
you so much. We've come to the end of the show. I hope you guys had a good time and wait for us again next Sunday. We will inform you what show we're going to have on Sunday. But in the meantime, happy Sunday. Drive safely. No drinking.
Now that we know,
No drinking and driving. No gossip.
be a good support system.
Bye.